Hello there, this is the Adventure Academy. It's Earth Day. There's nothing more we all share in common than our love for the Earth. And Earth Day is celebrated every year on April 22nd to represent that love we share for Earth together. I'm excited for today's episode because it's all about Mother Earth.
Well, if there's anything I know anything about, it's definitely Mother Earth. I mean, I got my camping mug, I got a globe sitting right in front of me. I've been doing some reading since that New York State episode, and now I know everything about New York State.
No, we didn't necessarily vet this alleged map of New York State, so hopefully there's no cheating going on here. We'll see what you know about Mother Earth, Steve.
My prediction for this one is going to be 12 for 12.
12 for 12.
Yep.
This guy knows all about the Earth.
Do you want to just go over the rules real quick? Because I don't really know. How many lifelines do I get?
Alright, so let's do a rundown here. Good call, Stevie Baby. Every episode is about one theme. They ask 12 questions. Coming up with 12 questions for you to answer. No multiple choice. You get a final answer, and you get 3 hints. 3 hints throughout all 12 questions, whenever and however you want to use them.
And how long does it take for me to answer the question? Do I have a time limit? Is it like
1 minute? But Zeppelin is the one in charge of keeping track of that. So you know.
Yeah, we'll talk to him and see what he has in store.
Time is tweet. Hurry up and get the show on the road.
That's Zeppelin. He's saying we need to move this along and.
Well, you got him in the air, yeah.
Yep.
Move along.
He says we need to move to question 1. Now, this American government agency was created in 1970, the same year as Earth Day itself, along with the Clean Water Act, the Clean Air Act, and the Endangered Species Act. What was this American government agency that was created?
Well, I'm gonna have to say it is there's a few things I'm looking at, but I don't know if they're the right ones. It has to do with wildlife, has to do with like the Earth. I'm gonna say I don't know, the National Park Association.
Final answer?
I don't know, yeah, final answer.
Alright. Well, it is not the National Parks Association, which I do believe is a government agency, but it's the Environmental Protection Agency, started in 1970. Yep, so the EPA, I'm sure they're taking good care of that environment for us. Off to a hot start here. 0 for 1, but you're going to do great, Stevie Baby.
Hey, there's 12 questions for a reason, so.
On to question 2. Despite the fact that this substance makes up more than 70% of the planet, it only accounts for less than 1% of its mass. What is this substance?
Water.
Water. The answer is water, H2O. Also, a little fun fact, only 3% of
Gatorade.
water sucks. It really sucks. Sorry.
Oh, it's wonderful.
But yeah, only 3% of the water on planet Earth is usable fresh water, less than 3%. And only 1% actually is usable, as 2% of it is frozen up in ice and glaciers.
Well, that just goes to show you that water is so important to life, you know, and there's so much of it, but only so much of it is actually useful. Salt water just takes too much energy, which costs a lot of money.
Yeah, desalinating and things of that nature, they are working on that though. Science does a lot of great things, but we're going to talk more about that moving forward, so it's on to question 3. Now, the Earth itself is composed of having 4 main layers: the inner and outer core, the mantle, and this part where we all live. What is the name of this part of the Earth?
The crust.
Ding, ding, ding. That's correct, Stevie Baby. The crust.
Now, the only reason I knew that was because I was just watching a Magic School Bus episode because I was sick last week, and I found it, and they had one of the episodes on there. And honestly, Magic School Bus was one of my favorites as a kid.
Big shout out to Miss Frizzle. A lot of us learned a lot from Miss Frizzle.
Dude, Miss Frizzle, man, if she was my teacher back in like 2nd, 3rd grade, dude,
Man,
I'd still be thinking about it.
great times to walk into a classroom and getting to watch a Magic School Bus.
We all know that the TV was always the best. When you walked in the classroom, you knew damn well it's going to be a good day.
Yep.
Or if you
Magic
saw a
School
substitute
Bus
teacher.
or Bill Nye.
Oh, yeah. Bill Nye, that's what's top. I will watch them today and still enjoy it.
But, let's not get too off track here, Stevie Baby. We've got more questions to go. On to question 4. Now, this mountain stands at 29,029 feet,
Mount Everest.
making it the highest point on Earth above sea level. Mount Everest. You are good, Stevie Baby. Now, fun little fact here, though. Mauna Kea is the tallest from base to summit. Denali is the tallest from base to summit on land. And Chimborazo is the farthest away from the center of the Earth, being on the equator. So because of the Earth's natural bulge, it is the farthest from the center of the Earth. So Everest is the tallest point above sea level, but there's some weird stuff going on there with the tallest mountain thing. One little fact. Good job, Stevie Baby.
I just watched Mr. Deeds, that's how I know.
That's a good one. Love Adam Sandler. This is turning into like an Adam Sandler love affair this episode. Let's see what we got ahead. Question 5. Well, you might not have as much flowing through it as Steve's coffee mug there, but the Amazon River has the most water flow of any other river in the world. But this river that ends in the Mediterranean Sea is the Earth's longest river. What is this river?
What was the, repeat the question, please?
The Amazon
That's
River.
all I need to know. The old, sweet river. The Mississippi.
Final answer.
Final answer.
The Mississippi is incorrect. The answer is actually the Nile in Africa.
The Mediterranean
Sea. Well, Mississippi, Mediterranean. Man, we are really cooking here. How many does Steve have right so far? We don't know, but we're moving on to question 6. This important element makes up 47% of the Earth's crust and 21% of its atmosphere. What is this important element?
Carbon.
Final answer.
CO2.
CO2 is incorrect. The answer is actually oxygen. 78% of our atmosphere is nitrogen, 21% being oxygen, the most important part to us. You were close there. Oxygen, CO2. You were just on the wrong side of that little greenhouse cycle there, Stevie Baby. Good guess, though. It's only harder after this. On to question 7. Now, this continent accounts for 30% of the Earth's total landmass and represents 60% of its population. What is this continent? There's only 7 of them, so
I'll take a hint.
take a hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in between.
This continent is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and the Indian Ocean.
Europe?
Final answer?
Yeah.
The answer is not Europe, although it is an 80s band, Asia. So you can see them live too, I believe. You know, it's not Europe, but you know, you can still see them. The answer is actually
I was
Asia.
thinking Japan.
Japan's in Asia.
I know.
I'm not sure why you... You know what? That was a good attempt. On to question 8.
Hey.
We're outdoorsmen, but we're winging it here, folks.
We stayed
We're doing
local.
our best. All right, question 8. The Earth's inner core is roughly about the same temperature as the surface of this celestial body. What is this celestial body?
Okay, I have a question before we go into anything else. These questions are tough. That last one was easy. I should have got that one. But these are really hard. This is like, I have no idea.
You're gonna finish strong here, puppy. Just like the Sabres, you're not losing again.
The sun.
The answer is the sun. Ding, ding, ding. Good job, Stevie Baby. The surface of the sun is the same temperature as our inner core, which is made of iron and nickel. Pretty cool. But gonna keep shining here. On to question 9. Now there are several oceans on the planet. Which is the biggest?
Pacific.
That's correct, Stevie Baby. The Pacific Ocean is actually 63 million square miles. That's a crazy number. 63 square million.
A lot of water.
Personally, I have a little bit of a fear of the ocean. When you know there's that much below you that you have no way of knowing what it is, it's a little spooky to me.
I would love to swim in the Pacific Ocean. I've swum in the Atlantic. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, I'd definitely like to go to a beach and do a little bit of swimming maybe, but
I was going to boat and jumping.
I like it. Maybe do some surfing even. Well, hey 10 dude, we're moving on to question 10. Now the head royal from this European country is the legal owner of 1/6 of the Earth's land surface. What country are they from?
Repeat that question.
The head royal from this European country is the legal owner of 1/6 of the Earth's land surface. What is this European country?
Hint.
You would be able to communicate with these people.
England.
We will take England as an answer. The United Kingdom. That is correct. England has their tentacles all over the planet. The famous saying goes, the sun never sets on the British Empire. And they in fact account for 1/6 of the Earth's landmass.
I wonder if that's where it came from. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. If there's any influence there.
Tell us, comment down below. Were the Beatles imperialistic? Who knows?
Here comes
If
the
so, I
sun.
should probably take this shirt off her.
Well, we do love Imperial Pizza.
And we love blue cheese.
And so does Zeppelin, actually.
Actually, speaking of, I think we have a quick message from Zeppelin. So before we move on, here's a message from Zeppelin the Tat.
Yeah, man, do I love blue cheese. It's not very good for tats, but man, is it delicious. What's really good for tats is Temptations. My personal favorite is Walkin' Lobster. Only 2 tailies per tweet. I'm not saying a little fish and chips doesn't hurt, or a little bit of blue cheese, but it's not very good for tats. And it's not good for our diet. I'm a good dude, and I love tweets. Thanks for tuning in for this special message from Zeppelin to Tat.
Wow, he's so good. He really does love treats.
Yeah, he does. And he deserves it. But come on. I'm sweating here.
Well, good thing, because this next one's perfect for you. On to question 11. Now, despite the fact that it's entirely covered with ice almost, this is the driest continent on Earth. What is this continent?
The driest continent covered in ice. Antarctica.
Antarctica. Good job, Stevie Baby. That is correct. Antarctica. Despite the fact that it's covered in ice, it is the driest continent on Earth. Some places haven't seen rain in over millions of years. Pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, believe it or not, Steve, we're on question 12 here. You're almost done, kid. Got one more. Hope you're ready for it.
Ready to go.
All right, here we go. Question 12. Despite the fact that it makes up only 2% of the Earth's landmass, these ecosystems house 50% of plants and animals. And this particular one produces 20% of all oxygen for Earth. What is this place?
Well, I know it's a tropical rainforest. Now, the specific one, I'm gonna go with the Amazon rainforest.
That is correct, Stevie Baby. Ding, ding, ding. The Amazon rainforest, the largest producer of oxygen on land. Very well done, kid.
I did a project in school on that, so.
Yeah?
No.
Oh yeah, that's it. I think you did pretty good though, Stevie Baby. What do you think? Let's take a look at this scoreboard and see how you did, huh?
Well, isn't there any bonus questions? What's going on here?
No, sorry, the Earth gives what the Earth gives, Stevie Baby. That's it, 12 questions. No bonus question for you this time. So, let's count it up and see how you did. 8 out of 12? Not bad, Stevie Baby.
Yeah, I think I could have got a couple more on those. The Asia one, I definitely knew. I just was overthinking it. And then, yeah, I think I could have got 9 or 10 out of 12. But I'll take 8 out of 12 for my first run. I guess I have to do some studying, so.
I guess Mother Earth would say sometimes you gotta trust your gut, Steve.
Yep.
That was it for our Earth Day, Earth Facts here with Adventure Academy. Hope you guys had fun. I think I did. I think Stevie Baby really learned a lot and taught us a lot, huh?
Yeah, no, it was a really great time. So happy that you invited me out once again. It's always fun. But I thought those questions would be a lot easier. Just saying.
You're a student of life, baby, and you are learning every day, and you are doing great. 8 out of 12. Let's give it up for him one last time, folks. That was great. Very, very proud of you. Well, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next time to the Adventure Academy.
We'll see you out there.
Alright. That's it. Alright. Environmental Protection Agency did not get over. Water you got 1 for 2. The Cross you got 2 for 3. Mount Everest you got 3 for 4. The Nile you did not get. Oxygen you did not get 3 for 6. Asia you did not get 3 for 7. The Sun you got 4 for 8. The Pacific Ocean you got 5 for 9. The UK, England you got 6 for 10. Antarctica you got 7 for 11. Amazon Rainforest you got 8 out of 12. Not bad, Stevie Baby.
Oh my God, was it recording?
No, stop.
Oh no, it was yet.
Birthday 2025. So to be fair, that's a question that only you could answer, Steve.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We all know what you're saying, Steve.
No.
So the last time out there. I think so. See you out there.
You'll put it on the right one. No, if I put it down, if you don't.
Yep, all we can do is
We'll try.
real fast.
Yeah. Cheers to the film.